Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to another live lesson here at Econ Institute. My name is Michael. Some of you may recognize me from previous lessons. If you do, welcome back. If this is your first time, thank you for tuning in. So we're here today because today is a special day in America. I am an American myself, and today is the 4th of July, also known as Independence Day in the United States. So, what is the 4th of July? Well, I'm not going to get into a history lesson, but basically, on this day, July 4th, 1776, the Founding Fathers of America signed their Declaration of Independence, claiming they were an independent country. Now, the independence did not come officially until several years later, but this is the day that we claimed our independence. So this is why we celebrate. What do we do on this day? How do Americans like to celebrate Independence Day? Well, when I think of the 4th of July, two things come to mind. Barbecue and fireworks. And barbecue food. Typical food we think about are hot dogs, hamburgers, barbecue chicken, and we have our side dishes too. Potato salad, corn on the cob. You need to have your watermelon, of course, and potato chips as well. Potato chips are very important. And then in the evening we like to relax and watch some fireworks. Depending on which city you're in, some cities have beautiful displays. So I want to make one more point. Today is not a history lesson, but there's an American idiom called the John Hancock. If you ever go to America, you're doing business, or perhaps you're signing an apartment, or signing some type of contract, you might hear this. Can I get your John Hancock? I need your John Hancock. That's actually a reference to the Declaration of Independence. There was a man, John Hancock, who signed his name, and it's actually bigger than all the other signatures on this declaration. He was the president of Congress at the time, and he has one of the most recognizable signatures in American history. So it actually comes from the Declaration of Independence, and it's an idiom specific to America. You probably won't hear this if you go to Britain or Australia, but if you go to America, and for any reason you're signing a contract, you might hear somebody say that. So now you know what they're talking about. Can I get your John Hancock? Can I have your signature? So the main theme of today is focusing on some vocabulary, comparing British English to American English. And I wanted to start with this. As I said, today is a holiday in America. Now, what do you think when you look at this picture? As an American, I think vacation. If I get 1 week or 2 weeks off from work, or a week or two off from school, I would call that a vacation. Now, the British would call it a holiday. Oh, 2 weeks holiday. We would say 2 weeks vacation. We have holiday for Independence Day, Thanksgiving, Memorial Day. Any day of celebration, that's a holiday. But an extended period, we say, Americans say vacation, but the British use holiday. As I mentioned before, a popular side dish on the 4th of July. You have your hamburgers and your hot dogs. And as a side dish, we have potato chips. Now, the British would have a different word for this. They use the word crisp. Americans chips, the British crisps. Now it's about to get a little confusing, so try to stay with me here. Okay, so we have potato chips. Maybe think about the company Lay's. They sell potato chips by Americans, but the British call it crisps. But then what are these? Well, Americans call them French fries, or often just fries. But the British call these chips. So chips has different meanings in British English and American English. That's why I said it's a little confusing. But think about fish and chips. Most of you are familiar with fish and chips. It's a popular British dish. Fish and chips, fish and these, which Americans call fries, the British call chips. So just a quick recap. What are these? If you're American, they're chips. If you're British, they're crisps. What are these? If you're American, they're French fries, or just fries. If you're British, they're chips. Alright, moving on. A few more differences between the language. So look here, the back of a car. You open up the back. Americans call this the trunk. Could you please open the trunk? I need to put something in the trunk. But the British, you might hear them call this same thing the boot. It's the same thing, just different names. Americans call it a trunk. The British often call this the boot. Then you get into your car and you realize, uh-oh, if you're American, I'm out of gas. I need to go to the gas station. But if you're British, you probably think, oh, I need to get some petrol. It's the same thing. The British use petrol. Americans use gas. So a couple of years ago, I was going hiking in Borneo. And we were going to do some hiking at night. And it was recommended that we bring a torch. Now I thought, that seems very dangerous. We're going to be walking through the forest with a torch? You know, it's a fire hazard. Well, what they meant was bring one of these. Now, Americans would call this a flashlight. The British might refer to that as a torch. Americans look at this like the Olympic torch. So when we hear torch, we usually think about this, the Olympic torch. But if you're British, it could be this, but Americans would call that a flashlight. So be aware of that. Alright, a couple more. We look here, Americans would use the word apartment. I live in an apartment. I'm looking to rent an apartment. But the British often use flat. I'm looking for a flat. I'm renting a flat. Alright, you get on the elevator. That's American English, to use the elevator. But if you're British, you use the lift. Now when you get onto the elevator, or the lift, and you want to go to the main floor, which floor are you going to? Where you can walk out onto the street? Well, that depends where you're from. And here it can get confusing again. I've had this problem before. I was talking to a British friend on the phone. I told him I'm on the first floor. Well, he's upstairs, he's above me, he's looking around. Where? I don't see you. There was a little bit of confusion. The street level, you walk into the building. Now Americans would call that the first floor. Then if you go up the stairs, that's the second floor. The British, it's not just the British, they do this in Australia, in Dubai, the UAE, in many countries. But if you're in America, you walk in from the street, you're on the first floor. You go up one flight of stairs, you're now on the second floor. So that could cause a little bit of confusion, so be aware of that. Alright, I also want to get into some spelling rules. Now, all of these words you see, they all have the same meaning. They all have the same pronunciation. Looking at color, C-O-L-O-U-R or C-O-L-O-R. Well, which one is it? Well, if you're American, it's just C-O-L-O-R. Same thing with favorite. F-A-V-O-U-R-I-T-E. F-A-V-O-R-I-T-E. What Americans do is they cut out the middleman. They take out that U. So all of these words, O-U-R, 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 in American English, they just remove the U. Same meaning, same pronunciation, just the spelling is a little bit different. Same thing here. Look at theater or center, R-E-R-E ending. For the British, Americans ER, ER. But the pronunciation is still the same. Theater, center, still the same meaning, pronunciation, but the spelling changes there. Couple of more when you think of ISE or IZE. Apologize, criticize, organize. Go look at the ending. ISE for the British. For Americans, IZE. But again, pronunciation is the same. Apologize, criticize, organize. Okay, now these ones, the pronunciation is different. Think about aluminium. I think I'm saying that right. I'm American. I usually just say aluminum. Now the spelling here is a little bit different. Look at the spelling for aluminum. I-U-M. Aluminium. But in American English, there's no I there. It just goes N-U-M. And that affects the pronunciation. So Americans just say aluminum, but the British, they say aluminium. A word like mum in mom. This one's a little harder to hear. But with the British, they say M-U-M. Mum. Americans say M-O-M. Mom. So the pronunciation is slightly different. But you would accept both pronunciations. But listen to the difference. You have mum, mom, mum, mom, M-U-M or M-O-M. So one more time. Mum, mom. So, moving onwards. This word. Now this one is spelled exactly the same, whether you're British or American. However, the pronunciation is different. Americans look at this and call this a schedule. Now I'm going to try. I believe the British say schedule. The British would say schedule. I think I'm saying that right. But as an American, I always say schedule. Same spelling, same meaning. Pronunciation is different. Just depends where you're from. So that's pretty much it. We have covered everything from A to Z. Unless you're British. Then we covered everything from A to Z. Americans generally look at this letter. We call that the letter Z. British, they say Z. So I gave a picture of what Americans call a zebra. Most Americans. I would call this a zebra. But many, particularly the British, and in British English, a zebra. Could be a zebra or a zebra. Could be Z, could be Z, depending on where you're from. But that's pretty much all that we have time for today. So I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and I wish you a happy 4th.